Hey everybody, my name is Morgan, and welcome back to the YouTube version of Podcast of the Dragon, where I talk about the Wheel of Time on Prime. I'm back to do my react video to Season 3, Episode 5 of the Wheel of Time, Tel'Aran'Rhiod. Looking forward to this. I've heard it's a really good episode. So, without further ado, let's see where this one takes us. Oh. Maureen's playing with her new toy. Ooh. I think it's a lot for her to handle. But beautiful filming. Don't think you're strong enough, Maureen. I think,
What is that, Maureen?
What did it feel like to you?
What, mainlining coke? Yeah?
What else?
He looks freaked out.
What did you see in the rings?
So do we have to talk about that?
What did the other chiefs say? Will they declare Ferrand as Khan?
Some will react as a Shido did when he returned from Rhuidean. Does it surprise you that Savannah and Khulidin rejected him? He's not one of us. No thanks to you.
Ooh!
I cannot teach someone unwilling to learn.
He is the Karakar. There's no fighting it.
I'm glad we got spared all the drama of Khulidin and Savannah and everybody being douchey.
That's Cold Rock's home, seat of the Tard. We will stay here until the other chiefs have gathered at Al-Tayrdal.
A whole bunch of reactors were making fun of Moraine's hat, and I don't know why. I mean, it's like a perfectly functional hat. Somebody made a comment that it looks like the kind of hat that a rich lady would purchase at a thrift store, which I'm not acquainted with many rich ladies shopping at thrift stores, so I don't know how true that is. I feel like it should be like with a wider brim to truly be effective, but I also feel like Rosamund Pike's the kind of person, especially since they're filming in like the Namibian desert, I think, and all of the actors said it was hot as fuck and absolutely brutal, so I just kind of feel like she would have insisted that she had a decent hat. So, like, yeah, she should have her grandma gardening hat. What's wrong with that? She looks fine. I do feel like with her dress being all open in the middle, like, either the IE will need to have some good, like, SPF 50 sunblock, or she needs to have some kind of weave of the power where she can be protecting her skin, or... Now, I'm pretty sure that RJ describes her as being sunburned when she comes back from Rhuidean, so I don't think that having the agelessness and whatever the one power does to your skin can keep you from getting sunburned any more than having the one power can prevent you from taking other kinds of injuries. But I'm wondering if the wear and tear that sun and other elements put on your skin, does what the one power does, the slowing, work against that? Like, that's an interesting question. Obviously not one that they explore in the show, since they kept the slowing, but they didn't worry so much about the agelessness, but an idle question, but I think about that shit. I wonder if they built this shit, or they found it already. Oh.
I ask leave to enter your old group, mistress.
That must be how men ask.
Shade of my heart. You always have my leave.
Making
Met
out.
my wife Bear. Now meet my wife Leon.
Grandfather!
I really like how they did the dragons. They look beautiful.
I am.
Oh, that's great.
The time for watching him is through with Gwen and I. We're going to walk the dream. Will you join us?
With her dope-ass costume. Maureen was like, hell yeah, it's gay here. Oh, did you get a letter? Uh-oh.
In the most hallowed institution in the world. And you make it look like a fisherwoman's hut.
That's how I roll.
Easy getting a private audience.
And then,
Dress.
how many queens and kings have sat in these simple chairs, felt your rough carpets beneath their feet? People don't change. Mother, you have fooled many, but I know what you are. River trash.
Oof.
Same as the day you walked into this tower as a 9-year-old girl, barefoot and filthy.
Wow. Worked that hard to get an audience just to be a shit. That was a really good interaction. Shora does a good job of playing Elida, obviously great at being menacing. We don't see her in the books actively threatening or confronting Swan, I think partly because Swan is too combative to tolerate that. Here, Swan is much better, much more politically skilled, or maybe it's just that where she's at in the books when we get to see her and interact with her, she's just like reached her limit and has no more time or strength or energy for anybody's bullshit. And so all of the political skill that she has mastered throughout the years is just like she's done with it. And so we don't get to see so much of that. We get to see her as like a master manipulator, but not so much get to see her being charming and disarming the way that she was as she was interacting with Morghese. And I feel like she did pretty well here, considering that Elida was obviously coming in here to posture, to subtly threaten, and to be a shit, which I feel like they aren't trying to make us like her. They have done a good job of making Liandrin sympathetic, done a great job of making us all love Lanfear, even as Lanfear is awful, but I felt like they were going to make us like Elida. They were going to do things to make us like her, and I don't think they're going to try to do that, actually. They are just going to let her be herself, and there's nothing much about her that is likable. She is ambitious, she believes in the task of the Red Aja, which, if you look at it logically and critically, taking aside the fact that the dragon, as Ta'Viren, has to be able to affect the pattern and must be free out there to affect the world. And if you take your feelings aside from, we love Rand and we don't want Rand in a cage because that's fucked up, the Red Aja exists for a reason. Male channelers are dangerous. What men do when they go insane, they need to not do that. That has to be stopped. And there is a reason that the Red Aja exists. So it's not like they don't have a leg to stand on with the purpose that they are trying to bring forth here. It's not a good scene as far as how it's put forth. To say, we're going to find this person and cage them. It's like you want someone to fight for you. You want them to fight the Dark One and lead people, but they don't want Rand to lead. They just want him to be a weapon. And obviously that's just not how it's going to pan out. That's not what the prophecies say. And it's almost as if the Red Aja is approaching it with the sense of no matter what the prophecies say, the bottom line is that siding is tainted. The dragon has been reborn again as a man, and so this is just how it is, and so we have to approach it from this angle. And they have a logical premise, so it's hard not to see where they have a place going forward, and you can tell that Swan knows that, and she knows that Elida has not forgotten that she and Moraine were a thing, doesn't believe in the whole business of the exile, and there was nothing but threats. Her statement that having the kings and queens come and see her simple furniture and everything, none of which in the books it's all described as being very well crafted, and I'm sure there's nothing wrong with her carpets. Sure, they're not trash. Elida's just an elitist asshole. And so her point that she's making, that, hey, you have an obligation to invest this office with majesty, and you aren't capable of doing that because you have no class. Obviously, Swan is capable of doing a great job. We've seen her in this position now for 3 seasons. She's doing very well. But it does seem like Elida has the capacity to get under her skin a little bit. And so, I don't know, I felt like that was a very good scene. And I don't know how many more we're going to get between them before Elida does her majorly dirty. And being a reader and knowing what is to come, because even if they don't do everything the way it's done in the books, the coup is a major plot, and so they're going to do that. All of the steps have been laid out. I'm interested to see what non-book readers make of this scene. So let's see what happens next.
Ready for your tea, sister?
Aww.
Baron. Mother. The Andrian was able to connect 4 hearts. That would be 12 sisters. 11 attacked us that day.
So there's one still here, at least. I need to know if it's Elida.
If Elida found out that her sisters were being held in the 13th depository, she might go and rescue them.
Or silence them. Bring me the truth.
I love her.
So I can take Elida's head.
Her robe looks like fish scales. I love it. Also, Swan wants this too badly, and it's going to blow up in her face.
Idea? We could hop a boat and go to one of the cities on the coast.
White cloak reinforcements are sent to the mountains. You want the coffins? We better go now.
Oh, her horse is beautiful. Was that a bug? Oh.
Not with the head. It's going to bite your throat. Always.
Oh. Oh.
Alright, so die. Would you like one?
I'm finished, thanks. No, you stay.
Or he's like, I'm gonna dip before I get offered anything worse.
When the brass pin drops, you will hear it in the dream as well. It will bring you back if you lose yourself. Close your eyes.
Sometimes ordinary people stumble from their own dreams into Tel'Aran'Rhiod for a moment.
And Wetlanders wonder why so many people die in their sleep.
So the woman who's hunting me,
Is an asshole.
she can enter my dreams too. You have power over your own dreams. If you want her out, just believe she's out.
If you want to be somewhere else, simply believe you are somewhere else. It is as simple as that.
Yikes.
Who are the Shadow Salt? Wetlanders. Call them the Forsaken. The White Archer sides with no one. Outside simple reason and logic. Often, logic has been on Mother's side.
What if it were not? What if I could show you that ever since she first took the seat, she's been working to destroy this tower from within? Where you going?
You're in Sedai said.
Away. Now, or strip your hide with my birch. Accept it or no?
Asshole.
Can your sister really do this? In her state? My sister can do anything. 13?
Deposit.
Yes. Yes.
And what did she want us to look at?
Blackosh.
So, Tanchico is spread over 3 hills in Tanchico Bay.
I knew it.
Most of the rich live on top of them.
Oh, that's it. That is it. No more. Like, we have been down here for 2 weeks. I am going up to the deck.
No, Matt, we can't. Matt, we promised the step mistress we stay. Matt!
Just help me up the stairs, please.
More new music.
Make your legs soft. Let the boat move while you stay still.
She's just gonna be seasick again once they get on shore. My ex was a sailor. He said they'd be sick on the ship for the first 2 or 3 days. And then they get into port, and then they'd be sick for the first 2 or 3 days that they were in port, because once you get used to being on the boat, then you're fine, and then you're seasick once you're on dry land. Fuck that. That sounds terrible.
Sailor! Nate, is that you? Can I stay with you instead of them?
I'd like to get to the truth about Perinevara's whereabouts, if you'd let me.
Fuck off.
No.
You better watch out, Dane. He's gonna poison you.
Why did you do that?
Because you're keeping her prisoner, shithead. Oh, shit. Uh-oh.
One of you is a witch!
It is me.
This one's ready for your questions.
So is it Bode or Eldrin or both?
Natty and the girls are in the camp. Bane, Chard, and I will sneak in.
And me. And me.
They're like hot.
And her. I'll create cover.
I said no, Alana.
You don't make decisions for me. We're here because you're not enough.
Ow. Oh. It really hurt his feeling.
The last battle is coming. We don't win battles with politics and prophecies. We win battles with armies. And if no one else is going to build one, then I will. Nynaeve Mira, Egwene Elvire. The 2 strongest channelers we've ever seen. The blood of Manetheren flows here. The blood of warriors.
I'm going to go find Leanne.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to kill her.
Maxim! There. I turned off the bond.
I'm ashamed that I never knew Markia myself. What kind of king can't remember his own people, his own king?
But in that hardness, all people
So,
created such beauty.
if she's Melinda, she's gonna be a dark friend, right?
Poetry, dancing. Those long nights after the dancing.
What you missed the most?
Laughter.
But yeah, you'll laugh.
Were you leaving?
The wise ones want me to sleep with them. To keep working together. I can stay.
No. Go.
Just give it up. You guys have no chemistry.
I would be at the last battle. And everything that we've done, and everything that we've lost. It's all for nothing because I won't be there.
It's nice how she can actually tell him, because in the Wheel of Time of the TV show, men respect women's agency. And so if she tells him, hey, I need you to fuck off because I've got to do this thing, he actually will.
Say something.
That's fucked up.
Do you die tonight?
What?
Did you see it in the rings? And you must die tonight.
No. No.
Well, let's suck it up, Buttercup.
Well, then you have tonight.
Good attitude.
To sit with your old friend and have a drink. Have you tried? Sayo. Usquai.
I have not.
Well, you are in for a treat.
I just imagine Usquai tastes like Everclear, which if you've never drunk any of it, never do.
Did you hear that?
What?
Nothing, no puking, and the joyful absence of lectures on the politics and culture of the famous hills of Tanchico.
Oh, lucky here. What is this?
Man.
Cheese and RTs.
No,
Cheese and RTs.
no.
Behind. Bit.
Yikes!
Right, well, it's lucky for us that your visions don't really come true. I mean, I didn't kill Ran, and I'm not going to kill myself. Probably not. Unless I have to go back to that cabin.
Well, he looks absolutely haunted.
Lenny, no. Wake up, no. Look what she's doing.
This is why I die, and that.
Why would you avoid learning in the tower?
There are many ways to be a child. Many ways to be a woman.
But I can't control it.
Of course you can't. Channeling is like the sea. It can't be controlled. Now go pack your belongings. We'll be in Tenchico soon.
This is Mick. Mick, this is Nynaeve and Elaine.
You're at the White Tower. Servant.
She's the Amelin spy, actually.
Not a very good one, if everyone knows. Okay, let's go.
You think you're coming with us?
I've been to Tanchico. Can any of you say the same? Besides, I want to help you. I do. I know you're looking for the Black Archer, and I happen to have some personal experience with Neandrin's life.
Don't we all?
Oh, it looks like there's a beach. I thought Tanchico Beach would be prettier than that.
No eye contact with anyone. I'm not joking when I say this place is dangerous.
I might be on my best behaviour.
Come on.
Surprised to see me, sisters?
Lord is to die. We will never betray our oaths, no matter how many times you ask.
I believe you.
Yikes! Doesn't that
Tell me the name.
count as using the power as a weapon?
only know one other.
I am not a sorcerer. This is not a negotiation. You will not sell alive.
Someone sent a grey man to silence Joy and Amica. There must still be a member of the Black Archer in the tower.
You're a fucking idiot, Swan. You should have let her bleed out.
You led me here.
Perhaps I misjudged you, sister.
This way.
This fog.
Oh, it would have been Valda doing it.
What is it? So? That last witch was just a plaything. To learn how to catch a woman with real power, child buyer.
Harry!
Look, we don't have much time. Be quiet and listen to our instructions. We'll get you out of it.
Harry, what's happened to your eyes? Is that with you?
No, but he's safe. No. It's alright. They're friends. Where's your mother?
They took her that way.
Okay, go with them. They'll keep you safe. I'll get your mom.
This is a very, tense scene. Where is everybody? Who the hell is that?
We need to go. Now. Maxim.
Two Rivers. Okay. You did this. I thought you were a good man. I was! Before you.
Take responsibility for your horseshit, Dane.
You need to stand up now. Come on.
How did you find me?
You turned the bomb back on 5 hours ago. I have you.
Come on, baby. Let's get out of here. I'll Snack Daddy carry you away.
You've never been here.
You have. I see you come here a lot.
On this place, I once thought that I had no control over my life. But other people's choices, the pattern, has way more control than I do.
He's wearing the best coat.
Partners were from Brand. Who do you think we've seen if not us?
I saw you in Meridian.
I'm not that person anymore.
I see that woman in you. I saw her when I first met you back in Cody. You wanted the world to be a better place. You wanted people to have more than they had.
I think she wanted you to want her.
You, Brand. The dark parts and the light.
She's a creep, Brand.
The wise one said you wanted to see me. They're teaching you about the dream. Can you travel with me in the dream to meet someone? It's dangerous in Tel'Aran'Rhiod. What? It's funny, don't you think? You warning me about the dangers of dreams. I remember years ago when I did the same to you.
What do you mean years ago? I thought this has only been like a year.
I'm going to try and take you straight to her dream from here.
Worry.
I've come to you this way because I have no time. I have seen 1,000 futures. And I know two things to be true. If the White Tower does not bend the knee to Randolph's war, he will lose the last battle. And that's it.
No. You don't get to do that. Not to me. You think I don't punish myself?
We each had a job. Mine was to find the dragon reborn. Yours was to prepare the tower to follow.
So I can't date people you work with.
Afford to fail again.
Should have been you. Should have been you in the tower. You're strong, clever, ruthless.
What am I talking about? Both the people I married were people I was working with. To be fair, none of the jobs I was doing was particularly important.
You wouldn't lose yourself to the seat.
I make enemies too easily. I never would have won the seat in the first place.
Look at Moraine admitting she's an asshole.
No, we broke what we had, Swan. And I will wait for you. Every time.
You broke it, just kidding. So she decided to what? Go home and check things out? Notice she's totally not following the Aiel rules.
Nynaeve, are you here?
Just like the books. Who's that?
The wind.
And what else?
Eleanor Jr.
Listen, you are never sleeping on the floor. Ever again.
I'm proud of you.
Papa, stay down.
Great transition. And now she's gonna find Rand with Lanfear, because you gotta find out. Oh, what a way to leave it! Oh. Well, I found that ending to be incredibly cruel. It makes for better TV to leave it on that ending, and so then everybody has to wait for a week to wring their hands and wonder what sort of awkward conversation are they going to have. I really want Egwene to beat the crap out of Lanfear in the World of Dreams. Like, I really feel like Natasha has done a great job of making Lanfear's character very enjoyable. Love her character in so many different ways, but the bullshit that she's pulling on Egwene, somebody needs to stomp her face in, basically. Like, that's fucking horseshit. It makes her such an asshole, which is like, we know she's an asshole. We know that her wanting to whisper to Rand about all of the darkest parts of yourself is basically a way of sort of being like, you're really not that great a person, so it's okay that I'm a piece of shit. And it's like, fuck you, Lanfear. Fuck you. And your magical white steed that you ride in the dream world or whatever the fuck. She's an asshole. She's an asshole, and she's not a good person, and she wants to make excuses for herself and act like, oh, well, once upon a time maybe I was a decent person, but we know she wasn't, and she know that Lews Therin dumped her because he realized, oh, this isn't the person that I thought she was. She's not okay. She's not the type of person that I want to be with because there's things about her that are sketchy and not okay. She has deep personality deficiencies, and I feel like, obviously, Rand does not know what Lanfear is doing to Egwene, because I feel like if he did know that, he'd feel very differently. Rand is not so led around by his penis that he would be conflicted about that. He has strong feelings about right and wrong, and also very strong opinions about how people deserve to be treated, and particularly when it comes to Egwene's trauma and the fact that he's been, with her in the aftermath, with her nightmares and everything, so knowing that it wasn't just that Egwene had these nightmares, but that Lanfear was exacerbating and inflaming these nightmares, I feel like that would pretty much, at least the Rand that I know and love, it would quench any kind of boner that he had for Lanfear, and so I want him to know and learn about this, and I will be very disappointed if, in the aftermath of him learning that information, he's just kind of like, meh about it, because fuck that. Anyway, I thought that the sequence of her going around and kind of visiting everybody's dreams was very beautiful. Is it technically invasive? I think it's the Wheel of Time's version of, like, Facebook stalking, maybe? I don't know. But it was beautifully filmed. It was kind of very romantic, and also it was just a lovely lead-in because she's really enjoying herself, and then she gets the horrible shock at the end. Getting to see that Elaine is dreaming about Avienda, Perrin is hanging out with Hopper and dreaming about Fael. I thought that was beautifully well filmed. The Two Rivers, I'm looking forward to having more stuff happen. I'm glad that they went in to steal the girls. I wasn't quite sure what the dead body was. I wasn't sure if they killed Natty or if it was just some rando dead person. I'll need to go back and watch that again. I want bad things to happen to Eamon Valda. He's the worst. I am really glad that whatever the difficulties between Maxim and Alana. It only takes being shot full of a whole bunch of arrows, and it seems like they're kind of over it at this point. That's good. And I'm glad that the crew have arrived in Tanchico. Having Min be the guide as opposed to Tom, sure, why not? They're making it a really sketchy and scary city. Cool. I'm glad to see how that transforms into a visual medium. The way that it's always been portrayed in the books, it comes across as dangerous, but a lot of it's dangerous because it's filled with refugees, and it's dangerous because of the things that they face, and a lot of the danger is more something that's expressed to us through exposition. Like, it's narratively dangerous because we're told that it's dangerous, but coming across people hanging as you're getting off the dock, it being so dark and creepy, and being told, like, don't make eye contact, keep going, like, that is ominous. So I'm excited to see how that plays out. Thank you for tuning in. This has been the YouTube version of Podcast of the Dragon and my react to Season 3, Episode 5 of The Wheel of Time on Prime, Tel'Aran'Rhiod. My name is Morgan. Take it easy.